And you head downstairs.
Uh-huh.
And
I get raped.
Barbs.
That is... Barbs.
okay, you can see the upper hospital, right? Or you can see the room, right?
I can see a room.
Okay.
There's a bed, a chair. I know that, like,
Three
it's not
tables.
representing the entire thing, it's just a basement.
So, so you guys, you get downstairs, and
you
you
know,
don't notice any rats, but
I
leads you.
I really should have rolled sense motive.
Really should have.
You really should have.
No, this isn't the worst thing my cat folks have walked into before. I walked into a gay bar with an orc, and then he said, "Do you want to have a great time?" I'm like, "Yeah." I thought it was a regular bar, and it ended with me escaping through a window.
I'm just saying you are spot on in your assumptions here.
Wait, no, wait.
She leads you over here, and then she starts, you know.
Meow.
My wisdom is 10.
She's doing the kitty cat dance, bro? Oh my god. That's
Roll me a perception check.
percept them titties this time, eh?
See, when the DM leads you into a dungeon, well, into a basement with a female and says, roll a perception check while she's undressing, it doesn't mean it's good.
That's dexterity.
That's a dexterity check.
You fumble with the brazier.
Yeah. You try to help.
Ooh.
Dude, I was bouncing.
So, I mean, are you going along with this, or?
You said she was of the age of consent and a fairly looking female, right?
Yes.
Sure. My cat has no reason not to. I don't know if you ever read the cat folks' backstory. They are all about fun and fighting. And this has both of those in it, technically.
So, okay.
Wrestling.
So you're about, like, yay close to
I could totally see
that?
yay, sure.
And then you hear a scream of rage from the stairs.
Uh-huh.
And it's Van Vinder.
Ah, father.
Uh-huh.
Father!
No, I expected this out of game. My cat would never have expected this.
Of course not.
Wait, no, we'll give him the benefit of the doubt. Wisdom check.
Nope.
No.
Okay, so you are very obviously
not a
caught in the
wise
act
guy.
with and
Wait, how is I caught? Is he down the stairs yet?
no, he sees you.
I'm a master of disguise.
He's
You put on a wig and a false mustache.
like he is pissed.
Okay.
What do you do?
Now, a sensible person would probably not do what I do.
Stabby stabby?
Okay. No! Alright, so we're in a basement with one way out, correct?
Right.
No window.
Alright, here's my plan. He's standing left for you around here, right?
Give or take you.
Okay. These are tables to my right, right?
Yeah.
I'm going to 5-foot step. And then proceed to toss... Well, less of toss and move, as in, like, you know, like, get, something... Toss this table into here.
I would like to make mention of the fact that you do have a working mouth. Just saying.
There's no talking my way out of this.
You never know.
I was all in.
You never know.
My pants are halfway down.
There is bluff.
There is bluff. She was just checking my... I was cleaning her pipes.
Okay, alright. If we're gonna do this... One second, I'm actually trying to select my cursor and delete these.
Dude, she's just checking if
Alright.
That's all.
Alright, first, alright, let's see what I have to say. Let's see what I have to say. And then I'll say, depending on how it is. It's not the worst in the world, but it's not the best.
It would have been better if it was me.
It it doesn't work.
Okay. Okay. She did it!
So about this table.
He's not lying. I mean,
Alright.
even though you're quite right, he's not lying.
Alright. I
let me-
positioned myself in a strategic area.
Yeah, I mean, he's coming in with his fists here.
Uh-huh. Gotta go around boxes.
Let me just get I need to get a token up here for it.
I had a plan.
Remember, non-lethal, please.
Man, I wish it was my brawler right now. Because first of all, it's my
That's
brawler.
fine.
My CMB is like stupid. And I got a flowchart. There is a flowchart on the SRD for grappling.
It really is that complicated.
I know, but I play a grapple-based character in a campaign, so anytime I pull up my character sheet, I have the printed out, like, flowchart. So
be right
anytime
back,
grappling
guys.
comes up... I should open my Skype. Guys, I made a mistake. Yeah.
I'll be back in 1 second. Fenzman is
1001.
We're fine. I'm just
We might be busy with this for a second.
yeah. I forgot to make like all the other humans. Okay. No, he's not that big.
I was about to say, he's a large-sized creature.
Nobody's a monk.
Oh, he's a monk.
What
No.
level monk?
No,
He's a monk. I give up. I concede.
he's not. But he does have improved on arms. So
Okay. He can do
is,
damage. He's not like incapable.
Wait. Okay. So yeah. So he comes in 5'10". He gets about here.
Uh huh.
Time to book it.
Yep.
Book it is an entirely acceptable option.
Yeah, no, I can't do physically a run check right now. I can't physically do that.
Make sure to pull up your pants.
What I can do.
Don't get tripped.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, he was finishing coming down the stairs and he sees you run off, so he starts
Yeah.
pushing his way this way for some reason.
Okay, that's fine. That's fine.
Yeah.
I was
So-
planning on doing the na. So this is 15, and this is 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50.
Oh, double moves.
You basically managed to, he's kind of like.
I still have.
Yeah.
I
he's
still have
still kind of
10
rage. He's kind of like. Red eyes sort of thing. So he starts coming at you this way for some odd reason, and you slip around the other way and basically book it.
Yeah. And before I leave, I do a quick turn. Catch you later.
You're not me.
Damn it!
You're not me. I'm the charismatic
No, that
one.
was so close. That is so true. No, that wasn't you. But either way, I got away. I'm the dexterous one.
You should almost trip on yourself for rolling that low.
But I don't
Okay.
because it was charisma.
So you get out
I apologize for my
Without-
loudness.
without getting in a direct altercation, but Vin still like at you, and
So
he
it's
lets
like one of those
like-
a Telltale game where it just says Vin will remember this in the top right-hand corner.
Yeah.
Vin will remember this and tell and like everyone respects Vin.
Uh huh.
So like, yeah,
You might want to try and talk to him.
the entire party on -2 on diplomacy checks.
I don't make diplomacy checks.
On the entire party? Or just
Yeah.
him?
Oh, the entire party.
Uh,
Yeah,
Touche.
you're gonna have to like.
Wait, the entire party?
Ben doesn't like you for some reason.
You better.
You didn't bang her.
He was in the act.
He's also, yeah. No, Ben Vin is very protective of his daughters, despite. Okay, again, this is probably something that Yoshihiko has heard about. His other daughter is rumored to be getting the dirty on with someone in the lumber mill.
So they're both Jezebels.
Yeah, basically. Like, Shayless, the gal who just seduced you, is jealous of her sister.
God damn it.
So,
Actually,
yeah.
I will
So why would they
return.
respect him if it's known that his daughter... It's common knowledge, then why would they respect his, like, daughters enough to care about us? Because, like, it's shown that his daughters are skanks.
Well, that's just a rumor. Ven himself is fairly well respected, and he doesn't like you guys now.
Is there, like, a video recording?
Why isn't it just him? Why
There
are,
is actually things like that.
why are we also tied in with this guy?
Because you guys are associated with each other.
I'm associated with the entire town. I know people. I know him.
I mean, you guys can certainly try and repair the, you know.
Oh, no, I
send-
plan
send
on
the
it.
Much more.
Oh, I hope you come to me and tell me what you did.
And try and make things right.
No, I'm not, because I'm just going to talk to him now.
But like, he is.
I just didn't want to... I don't want to be in a basement with the man, but I'll wait for him to come back up, behind an object, a distance away. Because, here's my strategy. Either we can talk this out, or he beats me up. And that's it. I don't see, like, if he beats me up, I could just, like, report him. And if he beats me up and nothing happens, I just got beat up. If he murders me, that's another problem.
As a suggestion, you may want to say you're like, you know, carefully come back in, you know, a day later when he's not, you know, yelling
Sure.
at you in a blind rage.
Please tell me to come with you.
No.
Okay, so
Tibby, I can't do things rationally.
So you know, basically you get word back around that he's definitely still mad at you, and it's kind of extended to everyone else, and like, you know, you're the cat person. You know, you were always a little strange with compared to the other guys,
Racist.
so maybe there's a reason. Whatever. But so you head back in to the store, and as soon as he sees, it's like, you know, get out of my store. You're not welcome here.
Racist.
You're really playing that card?
No.
Because I can tell you right now that's not good.
I know, but like, come on, the first thing, when you are a different race and you walk into a store and he says, we don't like you.
Yeah, you.
No, I'm gonna walk in, and I'm gonna be like, I'm here to explain myself.
You have
And accept punishment if necessary.
you have 1 round.
1 round. I have 6 seconds to talk? I can't do that.
Talking is a free action.
I can infinitely talk!
I was joking.
Yeah.
But okay, so roll me a diplomacy check.
Ah, damn, I wish I could just talk.
I mean,
You should have
if
brought
have
me.
it, but-
Wait, are we still in the dungeon, or are we back in the tavern with everyone around?
Oh, that was close.
Okay.
That was close. That was as close as that 20,
Okay.
alright?
So what are you actually saying?
I was going to say, your daughter invited me, and I completely understood what was happening all the way through and agreed, because it was consensual, and we both wanted to do this. I don't know how you...
my fucking god.
Yeah.
I don't
So,
care.
so he's not happy.
So,
I don't care.
Well, he's like, fine. You know, he's. You definitely get the feeling he's not happy with you, and he still says like, I don't want you in your shop, but in my shop anymore. I don't want you around my daughters. I want you to keep away from them.
Fine.
But fine.
Yeah. You know what's surprising? This is the first time in this campaign I have totally told the truth.
But yeah, so he is not particularly, he still doesn't like you in particular, and he's not a big fan of the rest, the rest of the party by association, but he's, word gets out that, we reached an accord of sorts.
My conscience clear. I don't care. Heck, like, I was, if this was going to be bad, I was going to start putting out shit on him. Because I have connections in the Thieves Guilds that could get rumors out.
Right. So,
I would start a hazing war.
Alright. So, that all happened. And the rest of you kind of hear about this, but yeah.
So,
Okay.
seeing his daughter again at some point.
Probably.
Most likely, because Daddy said no, so she wants me now. And
Okay.
if not, I don't care.
Okay. So it's so it's later in that same day. The day that you went back to the general store to ask. You guys are back in the Rusty Dragon. Is everyone back? By the way?
I
Yeah.
walk in. Ja-na-na! The party starts.
I look over to you, and I shake my
I
head.
just want to make sure.
Shake your
Because
head.
you guys have totally heard of what's going on. You know, room mill and all. So
Yes.
you guys
I knuckle
totally
bump
know what
him?
happened.
Knuckle bump. I knuckle bump the ranger.
I invite him to
Knuckle bump.
head
Okay.
bump.
Knuckle bump. I'm going to.
Headbutt. Yeah, headbutt.
Here's my knuckle bump roll. It's a melee attack. Boom. I think we could sensually knuckle bump.
Okay. So you guys are having a nice dinner, when again suddenly the door bursts open.
God damn it.
This time though, instead of thankfully,
Who walks
instead
in?
of someone, well, kind of thankfully,
I need to know if it's my line.
Only Barrett, who's
I didn't do it.
who's a housewife, walks in carrying Vera, her son Vera, to her chest, like baby Vera. Hold on. And at her side is her other son Aaron, small child, but not a baby. And she comes up to you and says, "Heroes, please, you must help me."
Oh, I've heard this one before as I swing around in my chair. What is it, lady?
Okay.
I'm going to slap him in the back of the head.
Really?
For making that, yes.
She asked me, right?
Wait. You're slapping who? In the
I'm
what?
slapping the kitty cat in the back of the head
Okay.
for being a bad cat. No, I don't slap her son in the back of the head.
Okay. I wanted to double check and make sure because I thought you were slapping her in the head.
Oh, no.
What?
Slapping him in the back of the head because he made
She
that.
just needs a slap to solve all her problems.
Okay. Anyway, so between kind of like gasps and like she's very obviously kind of out of breath here. She says that Aaron's, her son's been having night terrors, and her husband's been soothing him. But this last, due to the goblin raids, they thought. But this last night, her husband didn't go right away, and suddenly they heard their dog cry out, like, bark in pain, and then die out. What?
A dog died, you say? You have me interested.
Oh, poor dog.
And she kind of has Aaron hold his arms out, and you notice like there are bite marks all over his arms. Roll whatever sounds right. Knowledge,
Perception.
nature, survival, something like that. Perception. Well, not perception. You definitely do this. This is
Knowledge, nature.
Okay.
I'm gonna
okay.
roll.
Yeah, these are goblin bites.
Goblins? Goblins? They what? No, it makes total sense. I'm just imagining, like, right when you said that, I imagine
do they
the guy
look
was running to his
fresh?
house,
So-
nibbled on his arms,
so
and left.
She basically says like, you know, my husband's still back at the house. Please, you have to go help.
I start running
Okay,
towards
I take a run action.
Okay, you guys.
I-
immediately-
full sprint. Full
I run
sprint.
at 40 feet. Yeah. As a catfolk, my running speed is 10 more feet than my my
Just
movement
normal.
speed goes from 30 to 40 if I'm taking run
You,
actions.
you realize the barbarian can keep up, right?
I know, but I'm keeping up with the barbarian. That's the thing. Me and the barbarian will get there, and then the other two will get there.
Okay, so you guys then are first on the scene.
Guts jumper. Well, we got this. I mean, you go hit it, and I'll write down your exploits.
Okay.
Okay. That
So
works.
you guys.
You're
guys
not
got,
a bard.
before- I got a round of 3 before.
You don't know. I'll pick my
the
first,
others
second
get
level.
there.
Well, wait, hang on. But my ranger can attack from like a ridiculous range out, so I would
Well,
get there,
yeah,
be able
but
to
the
attack
house.
before.
They're in a
Oh,
house.
Uh,
Oh, I didn't know
Okay.
that they were in a house. It's black.
is this a doorway right here?
Yes.
Is
Sorry.
there any windows
Are there?
on our
Yes.
side? Like, we'll
Yeah.
just only say our side, just because that's what I can see.
You can kind of see one here. Yeah, that's
Okay.
the door there.
How would I get
Oh,
rid
and
of...
there's one here too.
All right.
How do I get rid of the drawing?
You just go to select and you highlight it like a Microsoft
There's
Paint
one that
image.
says clear drawing.
Okay.
All right. So what are you guys doing?
I will approach this door. This is a door, correct?
I will
yes.
approach right here so I can be next to the door and try. I'm gonna stealthily try and peek through the window.
Okay. I can tell you right now, you guys just see the kitchen. So you guys,
Well, it seems like a small enough house.
yeah, you guys see that room, and
Okay.
there's a when you open the door, you see there.
I enter through the door.
Okay. The house is
I roll.
I want to
perception.
say, yeah. Rolling perception.
Got it.
I don't think I saw
Yeah.
anything.
You guys.
I
you guys don't
see
anything.
nothing.
You guys don't see anything. You don't hear anything. Not from where you're standing anyway.
About this time we would be,
Well,
right.
I rolled a 1, so I think there is absolutely no danger.
Okay.
I accept my flaws.
Hold on, kitty cat. Let me get ahead of you.
They've been here for...
if you would like see me walking, that's fine.
Okay.
Let's step back just one because this, like,
All
we
right.
haven't
About
uncovered this
this
area.
time, you guys are starting to catch up. So which door are you guys opening?
Oh, there's 2 doors. I actually didn't notice that.
There's one right above
oh, yeah, sorry.
Jumper right now and one to the left.
There is one.
I'll run into the house. Oh wait, do we have to roll AC or can I run into the house right now?
Yeah,
You can. Yeah. Right now, you guys can roll perception checks as you're coming in.
All right.
guess, Jumper, you could open that one. I'll open this one.
Okay. Hold on. Which one am I opening?
So I rolled a 19 perception.
One to your left.
Okay.
Okay.
You hear something. You can't quite tell what it is, but you hear like a soft something sound.
Is it closer to me or kind of farther away? Can I distinguish what room it's coming from?
I mean, it's definitely coming from the back side of the house, but
Okay.
you can't quite
One
pinpoint.
of the 2 rooms.
So are we?
Kitty cat, let me go in front of you.
The middle room.
I have
will
more
be-
health.
But
I have more health.
I will. Alright. I'm going to open the door to my left, Kairos.
okay, 1 second. We're a
Okay.
bit stacked here. All right, we're gonna switch places. Switch.
As he opens
Okay.
up the door to the left, I'm going to open up the door to, in front of me.
Okay, so the door to the left is just a room. The door to the right,
I
you
will
see,
roll.
Oh
you
god.
see,
Fucking murder scene.
the husband is lying face down, kind of in the closet.
Oh god, he had just come out of the closet.
I move forward with
Door
my
is closed.
sword ready as I peek around the corner of the closet, ready to strike if need be.
He's lying face down.
Yes.
You can't quite with him there, you can't quite tell what's.
Yes, I know. I peek around the corner into the closet.
No, that's what I'm saying. With him face down, you can't. I mean, he's face down with a bunch, with all the clutter of the closet around him.
No, I'm not looking to him. I'm looking into the closet because there's a dark
That's
spot
what I'm
right
saying.
here.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. You can't see really. I mean, you can see inside of the closet, but you can just see like the top of his head and everything.
So I can't see what's in this back corner. Even
For Christ's sake.
even if I lean forward, like, how is this working? The closet is right here,
see,
right?
You see, like, I'm telling you, there's clutter in the closet and stuff. But with him there, you can't see like the floor of the closet.
Fine, I grab onto his belt and I pull him back.
Okay, yeah. So as you do that, you kind of close around.
My sword is ready.
Face, his upper torso are,
Not-
they're
not-
they're not there anymore.
Yeah, okay. Kind of guessed that.
And you have about a second or two to process this, and then a goblin comes up from the floorboards and screeches in rage.
I have sword out, ready to go.
Okay, so roll initiative. Why can't this be easy?
20.
Is everybody rolling initiative or just him?
You guys can roll initiative. Take a while, actually.
Ooh, a whopping 5.
Alright.
Stab.
Stab.
Stab, stab.
Stab away. Stab away.
Stabby McStab.
You stab very well.
I stab very well.
Okay, you stab. Prius, you basically hear a scream of rage and,
I rush
Yoshihiro
to...
doing whatever.
I'm in your way.
You can
move through.
each other, you just can't stop on each other's spaces.
Yeah, okay. So I'll move here. And, I guess I'd roll when we get to attack. Alright, let's see. Do I flatten him or do I miss?
You miss.
You missed, but with a really damaging miss.
Yeah, you gotta accidentally crunch the floor.
Does he hit a second goblin hiding under the floorboards?
Yeah.
Okay, so the goblin's like it's just a bundle range at this point. And yeah, that works about as well as you might expect. Didn't it?
Yay.
You can't actually neither of you can actually get a
Yeah, so just skip their actions, let me stab him again.
So yeah, Yoshihiko, just go and stab it.
Why couldn't
It'd
I
be
move
dead.
and stand on the bed?
There's a wall.
There's a wall there.
But yeah,
Oh.
you managed you stab it again, and it kind of crumples. So.
I was like, what?
Okay.
It's
Diggity
dead.
damn.
So, congratulations, you killed a closet goblin.
I was wondering, I'm like, the door's closed, so nothing's left the building.
Can I roll perception check on the tunnel or the hole in the floorboard?
Yeah, sure. I mean, there's not much to see. It's basically just a crawl space.
Can we go down it?
It's goblin sized.
Oh.
I'm going to.
You can kind of take a look there, like as much as you want, but it's just a crawl space, and it's actually kind of cramped.
Can I see if there's like a tunnel, or was he just down there?
No, he was just down there.
I'm wondering how he got
Okay.
in then.
Okay, you want? I mean, you guys aren't going. I'll tell you right now. No matter how much you search, it was just the one goblin.
Well, I was going to search.
Well, I'm not looking for more goblins. I'm looking on how he got in here.
Okay. You're not going to be able to figure out in game.
OC?
But if you want to know, I can kind of say backstory here.
OC?
Because there's a bunch of stuff like you would never find out.
Yeah.
So OOC, basically this guy managed to get in here by like accident, when during the raid, and ended up hiding in here for whatever reason. But every time he tried to leave, he got scared of the dog, Petal, who is also lying, dead, slashed on the floor. So he's basically, keep in mind this has been like 4 or 5 days since the raid, so he's been subsisting on like worms and maggots that he's dug out of the dirt, and has gone quite crazy in the meantime. So he came out of this closet finally after going like completely insane enough to overcome his fear. Killed the dog, started to try and munch on the kid. Husband came in, who up to this point they thought like he was just the kid was just scared because of the raid and not the fact that there was a goblin in the closet. Father tries to go after the goblin because the goblin like actually somehow gets scared again and runs back in, but the goblin kills the father and then starts munching on the face.
Yes, I kind of guessed that.
Quite literally.
Okay.
So,
Can I clean up the mess?
yeah.
Alright, so I can hide the bodies.
I'm not going to allow you to hide the father's body.
Oh.
Nor the goblin, I guess, but
So-
I'll allow you to clean up the mess.
Benjamin, there is, yeah,
Okay.
don't go in there. I'm gonna walk around you to the front door.
Smashies.
I'm out.
I'm gonna
Okay.
slink out
So,
of
I'm
there.
gonna
you,
smell the
so you're
flowers.
kind of walking outside, and the wife is coming up. It's like, what happened? Did you kill it?
I'm going to back away
Did you get
and
him?
let Talky McTalk get in the way and talk.
Shit. Well,
Um,
I tell her, is she with her kid? Baby, I'm not really minding seeing as it's a baby, but if her kid is with her, I'm gonna motion for her.
She left her kids with. She
Okay.
left her kids at Amico, at the
Bar?
Rusty Dragon with Amico.
Then I'm going to, as gracefully as I can, oh shit. He's dead, yo!
This would be a diplomacy. That would be a diplomacy check.
I already rolled diplomacy.
Like pure force of.
He's
Yes,
dead.
but
He's dead, yo!
she's like, if you tell her that the goblin's dead, she's like hopeful for half a second, and then you tell her that her husband is, and like she does not.
Good news, Goblin is dead. Bad news, so is your husband.
Okay, so now you got a
dead dog.
sobbing wife. What do?
Console?
I tried
I-
do. in any situation
I
that makes
puts
me
the cat
uncomfortable.
away.
I'm out.
Okay.
I console. I don't know what console check would be. More diplomacy.
Yeah. I mean, it's not really going to do much good.
Console. He was a good man.
I will
Okay.
as well.
I knew him well.
He died an honorable death.
Face down in the dirt.
Face down in a closet.
Not as bad as Elvis.
That's true.
So yeah, you guys are kind of like, what do we do here? I mean, like, you try and console her. Eventually...
I got a 21 in console.
Sheriff Hemlock actually, gets, like, he's summoned by the commotion. You guys are outside at this point.
Yes.
And, he, you know, asks what's going on.
I tell him he's dead, yo. God damn it!
Oh my god!
God damn it!
Timmy, stop rolling!
I'm the charismatic, guys. Don't worry, I have a +5 on diplomacy.
So you can't, you know, you're
He's dead, yo.
with it, but yes, you let him know what you know what happened as far as your characters know, of course. And he's like, okay. And he asks you to help her, you know, to go, you know, he asks where the kids are, because you didn't necessarily mention the kids.
I tell him that she left the kids back at the.
She kind of, well, you guys don't know that precisely,
Oh.
but she kind of swaps out that thing. So he asks if you guys could go collect her kids from the Rusty Dragon and meet him at the cathedral.
Will do.
So you guys just go do that.
Acrobatics. I will whirl my way towards.
So yeah, you guys go collect the kids, and then meet him at the cathedral.
I'm the charismatic guy.
Candy.
Don't worry, I'm full of charisma.
I'm the kitty that people like to pet.
So Father Xantius, like, once he's got up to speed, it's like, oh my gosh, you know, sorry for your loss. And the sheriff mentions that that basically he's, you know, Father Xantius will you know, help them out for a few days until their family, you know, their extended family can come collect them from the city. Something up?
Don't worry about it.
All right. So yeah. Aren't you glad you guys are heroes?
I'm a hero. I'm the talking one.
I'm not a hero.
Twirling towards freedom.
I killed some goblins. Anybody with a sword and a sensible mind could do it.
He's dead, yo.
Quite. Anyway, so that whole business is, you know, taken care of, and you guys were outside the cathedral with the sheriff, and he actually turns to you and says, you know, not the way I was hoping to find you guys, but, you know, I was actually coming to look for you. I've got a visitor here that you guys should speak to.
Roger Dodger.
Do we get a name? Or do
Uh,
we get vague? Granted, you're
No.
pretty good. You haven't been bad to a sheriff.
what
I agree
nose
with
type
that.
Does he have? I can identify the nose type.
Wait, what?
I kind of got lost there. What?
Are you giving us a vague description of his nose or his name?
What the fuck are you talking about?
Jumper, stop.
Oh. It's from an episode of Monk, where he finds a guy.
Yeah, but you're not a monk.
Looks like.
If you were a monk, I'd get it, but you're not a monk.
Yes, I'm a barbar.
Let's continue.
So he leads you guys over to, so he leads you guys over to the town hall.
I was gonna say, does he lead us into the basement of the general store?
Yes. Is that 23?
He leads you guys to the town hall. And waiting there for you are the mayor.
Is that 23?
I believe so.
A big building where we're at right now?
Probably.
Okay.
I'm not going to bother checking.
Okay. It looks like a town hall.
So you guys, obviously you guys recognize the mayor. Who you don't necessarily recognize is the other person there. Tibby, your character might. The dude certainly don't. The elf is.
I should know.
Paired.
I know most people in this town.
Okay.
I definitely remember her.
Check the hint. Okay, yeah. So, going.
Fensman walks up and says, "Hey, you got a nice set of arrows."
Check your guys' handouts. You should see the character portrait there.
Yeah.
Yep.
Chalelu.
You meet here.
Chalelu.
And the sheriff Hemlock introduces her as Shilu, and as an unofficial member of Sandpoint's town guard. She kind of smirks at that introduction. And he introduces you guys to her as Sandpoint's newest crop of goblin slayers. And he basically gives a lowdown on Shalelu. She's been a thorn in the side of the local goblin tribes. And she is the local air quotes goblin expert.
How many goblins have you slayed?
Quite a few. She's got a bit of a spiel here. So, Bella's thrown me of work against the goblins. Well done. I've dedicated the last several years of my life to keeping them from causing too much trouble around these parts, but they're tenacious like weeds that bite. There are 5 major goblin tribes of the region, and traditionally they're pretty good at keeping each other in line with intertribal squabbles and the like. Yet, from what I've been able to piece together, members of all 5 tribes are involved in the raid on Sandpoint last week. A fair number of the Mosswood goblins I dealt with yesterday were already pretty beat up, and there was a lot of chatter about the Longshanks who killed so many of them. Now that I met you, it seems obvious from the descriptions who they were talking about. Seems like you've made an impression. In any event, the fact that the 5 tribes are working together disturbs me. Goblin tribes don't get along unless they've got something big planned, and big plans require big bosses. I'm afraid that someone's moved in on the goblins and organized them, and judging by these recent raids, what they're organizing seems like bad news for all of us. So Sheriff kind of steps in at this point and says that he's taking a small retinue of guards out to Magnamar to try and get some more official help, basically. At least until the extent of the goblin threat can be figured out. He's asked Shalelu, who normally doesn't come by this time of year, she wasn't expected for at least another month or so. So she's she definitely was not an expected visitor. but he's asked her to more than usual, sniff around locations of the goblin tribes to see if she can figure anything out. And he asks you guys to basically keep a public presence in the town, just as a point of I guess security would be the good term for it. Just give the citizens some peace of mind that even though the sheriff is gone, they've still got heroes.
Are we getting paid?
Everywhere.
I was gonna say, what do I get?
I mean, yeah, what do I get out of this arrangement?
For just staying in the town?
The town of Sandpoint.
Yeah, I mean, he's not asking you to do anything per se right now. Just
What we've been
Apparently,
doing for the
we
past
need
4
to
days.
Or
The
something.
town will pay for our room and board.
I mean, you guys are already getting free room and board at
Only for the rest of the week.
Apparently, this is
I mean-
and public image is important to people, and I don't like throwing myself out there.
I mean, he can't keep you guys here, but he's just asking you as a favor. So.
There's no objection from me.
No. Yeah, I'll stay. The ranger will stay.
As long as there's food, I can stay.
No profit
So-
to be made here.
So with that, really, the meeting is kind of dismissed. He just wanted to, get you guys up to speed on what was going on in life. That make the request that you guys, kind of stay in the town and just basically keep doing what you're doing. But maybe a bit less of getting people pissed off at you. Shalelu, though, does ask, once the meeting's over, asks if she can join you for a meal. It's getting a little late, but your meal was kind of interrupted with the
Roger Dodger.
the closet goblin.
Yes.
So she'd like to exchange information, as it were.
But I accept with that, but I turn to the sheriff and say, we need to see if we can, or we need to look around in other people's houses to see if any other goblins might have been stowaways. Quite possibly. Just as a suggestion.
And he basically says, I'd prefer if you tried not to panic anyone, but certainly keep an ear out if I can't imagine that was a common occurrence. There'd have been more whatevers, but keep an ear out and see if anyone else has been having similar stuff going on. Basically, again, try not to worry people, without due cause. Because the last thing you need is a bunch of paranoid citizens.
The end is nigh.
Wait. So yeah, Shalelu, like mentioned, is basically a goblin expert in the area. So if there's anything you guys are, any particular questions you guys want to ask her about what's going on, the goblins in the area.
Would she know if the goblins had any attachment to Is King?
Certainly not. Her best guess is that it's
Whoever's pulling the strings.
whoever's pulling the string, the big boss, as she said. Her guess is it's got something to do with that, but she's got no idea as to why that would be the case.
What do you do?
Like, what does she do?
Who are your connections with? You're not, like, just going out there shooting random goblins, I can tell.
Actually, she kind of is.
She's a hunter.
She's kind of a Lone Ranger thing. She's got You mentioned she's actually got a personal grudge against a bugbear, who has kind of integrated themselves as, like he's not a goblin himself, obviously, but the goblins like trade with this bugbear a lot, and he in particular is like a personal nemesis of hers. But otherwise, just he is just really dislikes goblins. Well, let's just put it that way. And she makes basically a living on keeping the area safer from the little buggers.
Well, as I said before, I invite her to dinner back at the Rusty Dragon.
I mean, this is where you guys are talking already.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
you guys are talking over dinner. Jumper, Gray, Killa? Or do you just chat about general stuff?
Just chit chat.
I'm thinking, because right now my character doesn't know why he's helping.
Does she have any adventures to go on with goblins? Does she have any leads on where they may attack next? Like what part of the town?
No, that's what she's gonna try and basically go out and do, starting in the morning. But she does know like a lot about. She says there's basically six goblins, air quotes, that are considered heroes. One of them is the bugbear that I mentioned, and then there's Big Gugmut.
Where's this bugbear hang out? Is that someone that we can question?
No, this
It's a
this
bugbear.
bugbear is like her personal rival, and he trades with all the different tribes. So he's like, he's the goblins' version of her, if that makes sense.
Ew. So we don't want to fucks with him
Probably.
right now.
Yeah, because I mean, she's kitted out a bit better than you guys are by just by looking at her. So, Koruvas, is another hero. He was known for a magic longsword that he kept, despite being much too big for him. But he disappeared some time ago and nobody, none of the goblins are for sure what happened to him. It's certain not that Shayless has heard of. But there's a rumor that he had discovered some sort of secret hideout in a cave among the cliffs somewhere nearby Sandpoint. But like all the goblins are way too scared to try and find him. Vorka is a goblin cannibal, who is not particularly well liked by his own tribe for obvious reasons, but the other tribes seem to think he's a big hero. Rendwaddle Gutwad is like the old "I am so fat I sit on my throne" goblin. And then Rip Nugget is the leader of the Thistletop goblins, and like most of the goblins consider that to be like the best lair out of the local goblin tribes.
Top dog.
So basically. So, yeah, barring anything else you guys want to do, again, nothing particular of importance happens over the next day or two. So, fast forward. You guys good with? Or is there anything particular, like any more questions you want to ask, or
I'm good.
Anything in
Not
particular
for-
you want to do in town?
Fast forward, I'm good.
OC, we're coming up on our third hour, so I don't know if...
Yeah, we're getting right to the perfect stopping point here.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm
So.
pretty tired.
Yep. Just one last thing to do. So it's been 3 days after the sheriff has left, and everything's been fairly quiet. You know, nobody's had any more rumors of nighttime activity or goblin terror besides the normal people doing stuff. But during breakfast on the first day, there's a elderly halfling woman, kind of timidly comes up to you. She's one of the workers at the Rusty Dragon. And she asks if she can speak to you guys in private.
Sure.
Of course.
Okay.
I like private.
Okay. So she kind of leads you into the kitchen, and she kind of looks around, and she says that Ameko is missing. And this is rather unusual. Like, this is the first time that she's not been up and preparing breakfast at the start of the day. And she went to Amiko's room to see what was going on, and got no response to the door, and actually went in. And she found a crumpled piece of parchment near the bed. And she kind of pulls it out of her pocket and hands it to you. And it's written in a language that none of you can read. But she quickly says to you guys, if one of you starts to mention it, she quickly says, turn it over. I translated on the opposite side. Thankfully, I speak. I can read Anian. This is the note. The translate note, of course.
Yes.
So let me know when you guys finish reading that.
Ooh.
What time is it at this current moment?
It's morning.
6?
But keep in mind, Amiko was missing.
Yeah, no, 6.
Still need to go to the Glassworks anyway, because we need to check the shit out.
Yeah,
Something's
6
gonna happen there.
Okay.
ish.
So while you guys are kind of reading, passing this around, Bethana explains basically Tutso's background. His birth was a bit of a scandal because he's a half elf, and the
Obviously,
his parents were both human,
He's a bastard.
supposedly.
yes.
So neither Amiko's parents are elves, basically.
Yes.
So
A mistress.
Longico was obviously no.
No, quite the opposite.
Yeah, the opposite of that.
What did he say?
He said mistress, and I said
I was
quite the opposite.
confused. I was
Oh,
confused.
no.
Yes.
Yeah.
So,
Mother gave birth to both
Longico's
these
wife
kids.
never revealed who the father was. But they somehow remained married until her death about 5 years ago. it so yeah, Tutso kind of got kicked out of the family basically, on orders of his father. Amico was visiting him in secret once she realized she actually had a brother. But several years back, Tutso struck Amico after a big argument. After which Amico actually left Sandpoint for a year, which is where she became an adventurer for that time. This was a year later. She returned to attend her mother's funeral, during which she was quite public in her opinion that, Tsuto was quite public, saying that he believed that Lonjiku had pushed his wife off the cliff, basically, like literally. And that led to a confrontation between Tsuto and Lonjiku. And after that, Tsuto left Sandpoint. Amiko's tried to reestablish contact since then, but she was never able to track him down. So that's basically the whole backstory of the family. So, Bethana's basically worried that Tsuto's not any good, particularly given the lettering, and with Sheriff Hemlock, she's basically like, yeah, you guys please look into this. Because she's worried about Amico.
Will do.
Okay.
Yeah, sorry for talking your ear off there, but a lot of backstory.
Yes. And is that where we're going to end it for tonight?
That is where we're going to end it for tonight.
Okay.
Like I said, sorry for talking your ear off at the end there, but...
Alright.
So... next week you are off to the Glassworks, and things will start getting interesting.
Yes.
Like, these first two chapters are all just more exposition and setting stuff up.
Yeah.
After the, starting next, now we're starting to get into more. So...
Alright.
be prepared.
I guess.
I do want to mention one thing that I don't believe I covered at the beginning of the session, actually, just for the new players, and that is the concept of damage, DR, or damage resistance. So most, well, I'm gonna say a decent number of tougher creatures and more supernatural creatures tend to have some form of damage resistance. And that means that any damage you would do is reduced by a flat amount before your attack actually goes through. Before damage is actually calculated. So, for example, the skeletons have DR 5 / bludgeoning. So unless you're attacking with a weapon that does bludgeoning damage, you do 5 less damage compared to what you would have normally.
It's like an archer, so like my archer shot wouldn't have even like touched him really earlier.
The fact that you one-shot a skeleton, as an archer was actually rather impressive. That is like you did exactly enough damage to be able to do that. Because the skeletons are fairly weak.
Yeah.
Because you can't hit them with anything but a bludgeoning weapon without losing a bunch of potential damage. So you not only have to hit to roll really well, unless you're taking to them with a mace. But this is basically for any generally speaking, if it's undead or if it's from another plane or something, there's a decent chance it has some level of damage resistance or elemental resistance of some sort. So it pays to do your homework.
Okay.
Alright.
That's why knowledge checks are important, or having someone that you can go to with your questions.
Cool beans.
Alright. So does that bring everything to a close?
Yep, I just wanted to make sure that everyone was aware of that.
Alright.
Let you consider why I'm making sure to tell you guys that over the course of the week.
It's because we're probably gonna be having some skeletons. Because there's probably a necromancer involved.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna get off now. Good night.
Yeah.
Good night.
Good
See you
night.
next week.
See you.
See ya.
I'm gonna go bother people.